Hello and welcome. Today we're going to change the oil and clean up the underneath of the car here. As you can see, the subframe's a bit rusty. The guards are all off, some guards. It's held on with 10mm bolts and these little clips. These little clips come off with a flat screwdriver, and when you put them back in, you just push them shut. Can you see the middle pops out and that expands them? And you just use a flat screwdriver in there, and that's how they come out. If you lose any, you can buy them, they're not very expensive. And they just go in the various holes around the car to put it all back on. But this is pretty rotten. I changed the radiator last week, hence it's a bit red off the leaking radiator, off the coolant, which probably didn't help this, so I'll tidy all this up and then change the oil. I'm just going to use a wire brush and some sand and heads in the drill. You could use a wire brush in the drill. Anything like that will do, is to generally tidy it up before you paint it. Okay, so I've tidied it up, sanded it, and I've applied one coat of hammerite, and that will plain black. And when it dries, I'll put some under seal on. That's what I'm using. As you can see, it looks a lot better. It was pretty rough, but it needed a bit of paint on. Right, so we'll move on now to do the oil. So the sump plug is 90mm. It's here at the back, anti-clockwise, and you drain your oil from there. The filter is on the top. It's a paper filter. Pop that off. It slides forward. So like so, and that is located in here. So to get to that, you'll have to move this out the way, and that is a 32mm spanner to get that out. So to get the connection off, you have to push that little tab and then pull. I don't know if I can do that holding the phone. Probably not. Oh, there you go. And that takes that off. I'll bolt that and take it out of the way. It's a 10mm for this bolt. And we can get this out the way so we'll get access to the oil filter. Okay, we'll let the oil out now. Bucket that already. Quite a long bolt. There we go. Here. Not a bad shot. So we'll just let that happily drain while we go and do the oil filter. So like I said, you need a 32mm spanner with a long reach to get to it, and that should come off. There you go. And just undo that. It should just lift off now. I'll get a rag or something to catch it in because it'll go everywhere probably, and put my phone down, but you just lift it up. It's a paper filter in there. Okay, so your new oil filter will come with a rubber seal which sits in there. You can see it. So you just replace that as well. Put the new seal on. And the new oil filter, which have locators on the back. It's literally just a push fit. You just push the oil filter over. And you see these little pins, they just click into place when you push it on, and it just pushes over there and it doesn't fall off. It seems easier to put the oil filter in first, just push it down, just clicks in, because it's hard to get it in with this top because it's very tight access to get it in the hole. and that's it. And you tighten it back up. Like so. Down. You just return that there. The torque setting's 25 for the filter and 28 for the sump, I believe. Screw that back in there, and make that connector back up, and that's the top part done. You can rub a bit of oil around the seal before you put it in if you want, just to protect the seal. That's that done. That connector just goes back in there like that, and tighten that with a 10mm spanner. Aye. So that's just some plug back in. I think it's 28 I think for this one. Anyway, put that back in. I'm using this fully synthetic Castrol 530. 540 is alright as well. Got this off eBay, half the price of certain shops begin with an H. I think it was £26 delivered to the door. I think it holds 4 litres of some, so I got a 4 litre bottle. We'll hide that in. See how it gets on. Then the cover has a locator there, it just slides in there. And it just pops down into place. And that's how you just bang it into place. So I put that back on. I'm a bit cheap, look, a bit of the engine oil, I've took out the engine. Rub it on the plastic. Tiny amount. Comes up like brand new. Look at that, lovely. Now I've under sealed it. So that's all done. With that stuff. And that was the hammerite. Now we'll put the under trays back on. Okay. Front one on first. Along the front here. There's a few 10mm and the push-in clips. In the big tray, there's one 10mm bolt right in the middle. You put that on first. Goes up the crossmember down there. Don't know if you can see it. And then it's easy to put the clips in. Tie it all up. Right, so that's it all done now. Sump guard back on, all the clips back in. There's lots of them. They're all over the place. One final trick. Anybody selling that car and you've just changed the oil? Old car dealer trick, what you used to do. Bit of oil on your rag, look. This is an old Alpha. You see how the black isn't black anymore? Yeah, oil out your car. Look at that. A lot cheaper than that black to black stuff, doesn't cost you anything. Looks brand new. Any plastic, any black stuff, you can just rub it on. Tiny amount. And comes up like new. So when you're going to buy a new car, that's all they do. Something daft like that. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Bye.